My name is Nathan Skoufis, and I am a world martial arts champion. I've been doing martial arts, for most of my life now. This will be a new thing that I'm doing, so getting ready to qualify for Team Canada. We've done different kind of Team Canadas before that have been a different way. This is a really big one for us. So the Waco World Championships is recognized by the Olympic Committee, and just a few days ago it just got full recognition as an Olympic sport. So not only for me, but I think for the little guys coming up and kind of all the students that we have involved in martial arts, it's to see it as an Olympic sport, one of only a few, is something really special. And it kind of shows really, how far the sport has come, because when I used to do it, I was really the only one of my friends, Karate Kid a little bit, the Power Rangers, but it wasn't, a mainstream sport kind of like it is now for sure. So it's definitely something special. Yeah, so I call it karate just because it's kind of, and the Karate Kid and Cobra Kai being so big now, I think everybody on Netflix kind of fell in love with it. But the Olympic title is kickboxing, and then, hands and feet kind of throwing, very similar to, any other Olympic kind of combat sport you watch where, there's a point system and everything like that. But it's definitely something I fell in love with, and I think with Cobra Kai and all these kind of things now, more people are kind of, falling in love with the sport too, and kind of seeing why, the personal development side. For me, it's a special thing, and I've said this through my competition career, like, the goals that I set for myself 20 years ago, and I told my friends I want to be world champion, and if it ever gets to the, world championships or the Olympics, that's something that I want to do. People really didn't believe it was achievable because I was from Guelph, and, there was not many athletes you could say, okay, this athlete went to the world championships or, as part of Team Canada. So I think for me it's very special because, all the sacrifices that I've made, all the training, all the traveling around the world, it's kind of worked to, really this point is the pinnacle for my sport. But especially the young athletes, I think anybody, like even if you're not doing martial arts and you're, whatever your job is, whatever sport you're involved in, you can be from a small city that most people used to call Guelph when we'd go to tournaments. Nobody knew Guelph. We'd say Toronto because, that was the kind of the closest area. But I really think it shows, especially the students here, and hopefully somebody that's hearing this story and, is listening to it, whatever your goal is, if you work hard and you dedicate yourself and you just refuse to give up, whatever it is, whatever the obstacle is, you can achieve that goal. Getting back into it, because we had such a long layoff through COVID, it's the only time in my life that I didn't have a tournament every month. And my last tournament was January 2020 was my last tournament. So this one will be in October. We have the training camp. So kind of when they announced it, because there was a lot up in the air, would there be a Team Canada this year? Would the World Championships be running? We knew it was going to happen for other countries, but Canada, we still have a lot of restrictions in place. So I started working out, a little while, not that long ago, a few weeks ago, and just getting my body back into shape. And I think having that break, I always enjoy training. I love the sport. For me, it's so special, but I think having that break and really seeing, stepping away from it, because before it was a tournament every month, I'd win the world champ. I was guilty of it. It was like you're on a train or you're moving so fast and you're not really looking out the window. You're just like, okay, on to the next one. I think having this long pause has really made us all realize that we don't really know what's going to happen. You can get hit with a pandemic that shuts the whole world down for 2 years. You can make your plans, and sometimes that doesn't happen for you. So I think now I've always appreciated, because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do it at a high level for. But now, especially 2 years, you come back and you really have more of appreciation just working out, just hitting the bag. And my training has been going really well. Having the time off, the pause, I think for my body, for everything has been really good. But I've been feeling good. I've been working out pretty hard. A few times a week, I'm working up. I used to do it pretty much every day or twice a day. And we're eventually, in a few weeks, we'll get back there, hopefully. Yeah, so our first training camp was 1 week ago. It was on Zoom. It was, the times, right? This Sunday is the second training camp. I think there's 6 total. This one's going to be 6 hours. So we're going to do like a bunch of all different kinds of fitness testing. They're going to look at your tournament results and how active, and obviously the tournaments you went to in 2019 and partial of 2020 that we had. Everything like that, and just moving forward, getting ready for the training camp. They'll be selecting the team in a few weeks, kind of after a few of the training camps. And then getting ready for the World Championships, which will be October in Venice, Italy. And then moving forward, we'll have the Pan Ams in Mexico. So, you know, representing Canada, but I think representing the community for me is something that, you know, I look at as a huge opportunity and something that I'm very, very lucky to, I think, be involved with.